Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Ritt. I'm an artist and a tarot reader, and this is our collective reading for the day. Okay, 2 cards just rolled on out, so yeah, what I'm seeing okay. What I'm seeing is that we are kind of clearing the way forward and shedding new light on old things that happened, old memories, old deceptions. Yeah. Old devil energy. So this is always an interesting one. I know I say that about all readings, all cards. This one, no less. Devil energy always speaks to human limitation. And so the message I'm getting is we're moving past our darkness. And this energy, this devil energy, represents our darkness. But I'm also seeing it here. And I'm also seeing it here. So these energies are reversed. Here you have fire, 7 of rods. This is a defiant feeling energy. It's that energy that says, make a stand, or just say, well, to quote old, silly sounding slogans from my childhood, just say no. But this is that energy that says, no, I'm putting my foot down. And it's reversed. It can also just speak to ways in which we stand in the way of ourselves, you know, and maybe we think we're making a stand for something bigger, but maybe it's really just about our own stuff getting in the way of seeing more clearly. And here it's reversed, you know, we're getting out of our own way is really the energy that I'm getting and the message that I'm getting. 7 of Swords, same thing. This is an energy in which our mind plays tricks on us. So there's a time and a place for it. You know, as with all of these energies, there's a time and a place for it. And sometimes it's important to keep things under wraps or to have our own secret plans. This is also a secretive energy, but here it feels like, and actually this message also comes from one of my favorite energy people, Lee Harris, who was talking about a message he received that said, old deceptions are coming to light. You know, that's just, it's a big, broad theme in our collective. Old deceptions are kind of falling away, coming to light. We're seeing them in new ways. And it's definitely part of what I'm getting here. This feels like old deception falling away, old resistance falling away. And it's connected to either childhood stuff, because this is a very childhood-oriented energy. There's a sweetness, there's an innocence. This is 6 of Cups. It's a beautiful energy. Sometimes it can speak to just sharing between 2 people in a very childlike and sweet way. You know, that theme that I was talking about yesterday with love and loving connections. That can also show up with this energy, but here, especially reversed, it feels like past tense childhood energy. So again, I recognize that for us as a big broad collective, this is going to be different for each and every one of us. It may not resonate for everyone. It may just be old, you know, old memories, old things that, like Lee Harris would say, old things that we thought were one way, but were really another way. So maybe at childhood, but also old. Maybe old relationships, maybe old exchanges that we had with people that we didn't necessarily understand in the moment, and now new things are coming to light as we get clarity around that. So yeah, this is actually so whereas yesterday felt like a very segmented reading with like maybe 4 different specific messages, this feels very all-encompassing, because when we let the old stuff fall away, we can actually look more clearly toward the future, as this person is doing. So here you have 3 of rods. Rods and wands are the same. It's the fire element. This is one of my favorite cards because it speaks to possibility going forward. And 3 is also the number of communication. And so I am getting that message that I love, that we are going to be having new conversations around old stuff and beyond, but new conversations, you know, new energies coming in, new conversations, new ways of seeing and being and thinking about old stuff, and also about how we regard our lives and how we see things going forward, and that we get to shape things going forward that maybe we feel like we didn't have any control over from our past. You know, I have absolutely felt that way. So this is a deeply, it hits me on a deeply personal level as well. And it's always very interesting that it comes up here in a collective reading, something that resonates so one-on-one with me too. So old stuff falling away, old deceptions falling away, old memories that we thought were one way, we're seeing differently. So old stuff. It's almost as if a film of dust, you know, just really yucky cobweb dust, is being lifted and cleaned and just taken away, you know, and the stuff underneath, we're seeing it, we're rearranging it, we're recategorizing it, and it's actually very empowering, you know, in the same way that when you take a space, you work with it, you clean it, you organize it, you make it yours, it becomes that much more manageable. And I know for myself, I feel better about life when I'm able to do that. And I feel like that's what's happening here. And so it's also a collective message, big and broad. So yeah, once again, we're seeing old stuff differently. We're seeing more clearly. We are maybe moving beyond some of the limitations of our past. Maybe that's the best way to put it. Past, more broadly speaking. Childhood for some of us, but past as well, and past relationships and past interactions. And again, letting the old deception fall away, letting our resistance maybe even to seeing that much more clearly fall away. So we finally have access to something new, which is really exciting and really empowering. And when we can own this devil energy differently, it doesn't even have to frighten us. It doesn't even have to intimidate us. It can just be, you know, it is what it is. It was what it was, you know? And going forward, again, we've cleared the way for new possibility. So yeah, just to recap, we are letting a lot of old stuff fall away, fall by the wayside. Old thinking, old deception, old resistance, old blockages are being cleared, and we are paving the way for something new, something brighter, something better. Like they say, a brighter future. This feels like energy that lends itself to a brighter future and new conversations. So we're going to be having new conversations going forward. We're letting old stuff fall away. We're having new conversations. And we're seeing the old stuff more clearly, and we're not afraid of it. And how beautiful is that? So I'm going to go ahead and pull maybe just one more card and see if there isn't an energy or anything else helpful here that could cap this reading. And I'm just going to go ahead and pick it. Yeah. This is the same energy as yesterday, actually. So we've got the Hermit, this very solitary energy, on its head. And the message I'm getting is loud and clear. We are not alone. We are not alone. This is intense stuff that we're going through. And it's so important to know that we are not alone. We have ways of reaching out. We have ways of connecting with our divine selves. And when we do that, we know how not alone we really are. So that's a really beautiful message. And I love that it's recurring as well, because this really did come up just in the last reading. So once again, we're letting old stuff fall away. We're seeing it more clearly. We're seeing stuff that we're seeing old deceptions for what they are. That's really what it is. And again, that can be childhood, that can be past relationships, that can be several things. You know, it can speak to several things in one go. But we're letting the old stuff fall away. We are owning our darker energies differently and seeing them differently and bringing light to them. And when we do that, we pave the way for a different future, an entirely different future where our potential is realized, where new conversations are had, where life becomes easier and freer and more exciting. And we are not alone. So, we're not alone. We have ways of reaching out, whether it's reaching out to our friends, to our family, to our loved ones, or to our divine self, you know, whether that's praying, whether that's journaling, whether that's meditating, whether that's going for a jog. It's going to look different for each and every one of us, but we are not alone. And how beautiful is that? So I hope that this reading resonated with you guys. I hope that it was helpful. I hope that you have a wonderful day going forward. I hope that you feel freer and lighter and happier. This reading makes me very happy. And yeah, for those of you interested in supporting me and supporting this channel, also, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I would love to have you on board there. But for those of you interested in supporting me monetarily and supporting this channel monetarily, please check out my Patreon. The link is down below. And I will see you all again soon. Bye for now.